Hello everyone, it is Karynjean and welcome back to the studio. Yes, you see a mess before me. The other night I was in here just looking at the journal and seeing what I wanted to do next, and then I got out my little Spellbinders Prism die cutter and some little dies here. These colors will bring in from those pages of the journal. Here, let's, here, right? This pink, hold on. There, you can see the match. I have this little die here of a label, not a label, a ticket. It came in with a pack from when I got the Crafter's Companion stuff. So I was just having a whole lot of fun. I have some butterflies cut out here, some tickets, different size butterflies, and also some teeny, I also have a little die for a bow. So I was cutting out some of those as well. Now this here is from this. This is, I got this in a pack from Dollar Tree in the school section, the teacher supply section. This is like bulletin board stuff, right? And I love it. I've been having fun with it. So in an effort to pull this color and the black and white stuff throughout the journal, this is what I was doing. I was just having all kinds of fun here, as you can see. The mess on the desk. I have a couple of more scraps here. And what I was thinking of doing, my back is still really not good, guys, and yeah, I might have to go lay down again. I'm not doing well. What I was thinking of doing is like layering it up something like this, but using like glossy accents on the butterfly, right? And like maybe put a little bow on it or something. That's one of the ideas I had. Well, that's the only idea I had, quite honestly. And also not really knowing then what I would do with this. Now, what we could do is we can make a master board and use that to make some journaling cards, because we are going to have to make journaling cards, and then use these to decorate some journaling cards. I don't know. But I'm really liking, I like how this, I like how these butterflies look, quite honestly. These butterflies, I have the Hero Arts Infinity Dies, Butterfly Infinity Dies, and that's what these are from. These butterflies, this one, and these are also butterflies, although it's really kind of hard to tell that it's a butterfly, came from that same Crafter's Companion little die pack, and it also has stars, little three infinity dies of stars and triangles for some reason. I don't know what's up with the triangles, but anyway. So, but right now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put them away in my little ephemera thing here. And I told you that I made this based upon Rachel over at Roxy's Creations, how she has hers. She actually does have an old video on how she put hers together. And considering, do I have it upside down? There we go. Considering how I was doing it, right? Here, I'll show you. I was using the photo sleeves that I have, and she used tracing paper and glue. That's all she did. Tracing paper and glue. And let me tell you, it is the easiest thing to do. Now, I actually put glue down the center too, because if I left the whole thing open, it was just a little bit too much. These are the labels. I got these from Etsy, Tracy Fox's Etsy shop. It's a digital download, right? And then I also put my other labels in here that I don't remember what Etsy shop I got them from. So, but yeah, the tracing paper and glue, easiest thing to do. I think I might have to put in another, I'm going to have to put in another page in order to get these in there. Oh, I have some back here. These are not, let's see. I don't like these as much as I like the tracing paper and glue, to be honest. And I have here, here, let's throw a couple down. Let's throw a couple down. I have tracing paper here cut into different, let's see, again, it's been a few days. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. There. So hope you're all doing well. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate you being here. I really do. And I appreciate the growth that I've been getting. It wasn't that long ago that I was trying to get over that 700 mark, right? And yeah, I am over that 700 mark. Just trying to get the, I had to cut my nails. I was out in my, this is the thing, my back feels better and then I do something and it's shot again. For instance, this morning I got up and I just cooked. Well, this morning, whenever it was, I just made a couple of pork chops. And my back does not like, at the moment, it doesn't like cooking or washing dishes, truth be told. The other day, what did I make the other day? I made macaroni salad, and that also killed my back. So, yeah. But I was out on the deck. I don't think I was out on my deck at all last year. I know I didn't use my grill at all last year, and it definitely needs to be cleaned. I asked my brother, I bought a power washer, and I asked my brother to, they might be, let's get the smaller ones. I asked my brother to bring the power washer up from, it's in the basement family room right now, because I want to get the deck cleaned. And doesn't look like I have that many of these. Interesting. Need to make more. Yeah, and I need to get power wash the grill and stuff. So let's see if I can get these little suckers. Oy, oy, oy. There you go. So anyway, so yeah. So that's what's going on here. Right now it is Thursday, and this weekend is Mother's Day. So yeah, so I know that for some people that's a difficult time, and yeah. Oh, my belly, my tummy, what is it Pooh says? I got a rumbly in my tumbly. I'm not hungry, I just ate. I think it's all just settling in there. That's a lot of, I actually did cut out a lot of those, didn't I? All right, they're not going to fit in here. Yeah, I don't like these. I could just rip them out, but I'll leave them. Gracious goodness. So So there we have those. I don't know, folks. These I guess I can put in here, although they'll probably fall out because there's a lot of them and they're going to make this pocket pooch out, right? Right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see how it's pooching out already? So don't know how well they'll stay there. And now we have these tiny ones. Let's get the bow separated out if we can. It's like tiny bubbles, tiny bubbles. Now, these are two different types of butterflies, but I'm going to put them in the same. I have to actually, I'm going to put them in the same little thing if they'll fit. Which, oof, there might be too many of them to fit in there, but I'm making them fit. What else do we have room for? Oh. Let's see. We have some space there. I don't know if I have any more. Yeah, I'm going to have to put in another page, which is perfectly fine. I could put a tiny one down here. I could put one down there. Let me move these over. I have even thinner. Well, let's try this. Let's try this. See how this works, because those bows are kind of tiny, and so are those stars. So, whoops. This is coming out thick. I do have another. I have some of that glue in a fine point. Oh, look, this is, I think, cut crooked. You know, tracing paper is one of the most inexpensive things you can buy, I'm thinking. All right, let's see if we can get these bows in there. It's a lot of bows. It's a lot of little bows. A lot of little bows. They're not all going in. Anyway, this is what I do. This is what I do, right? Let's organize a little bit. So, you know how much I love that tree, the tree die. This one back here, right? I'm going to have to try it on a different, I have my Gemini Pro. I also have, I have other hand crank die cutting, you know, machines or whatever, because there's that one section that it just doesn't. And this is different. This paper came from, it was a freebie from scrapbook.com. It's a slimline. I think it's called Roses. It's like all different color pinks for slimline cards. That's the size of it. I don't do slimline cards. Let's see if we have a place for our teeny tiny little stars. And these pockets are so much easier to get in and out of than these pockets are. These pockets are not easy to get in and out of. I'm just saying, because it's the double. Oh, I have to like pick up. There we go. Let's get the stars in there. Get in there if you can. Okay. Oh. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 yeah, I have 6 pieces of cardstock folded in half there. I can't even think right now. Right, so remember, I still want to add some texture to the clusters to see what's what. I still want to do something else too with this page. This page needs to pop more. Definitely needs to pop more. Yeah. There's stuff to be doing. There's stuff to be doing. This page is so pretty with that iridescent shimmer spray. Okay. Belly bands. We should put a belly band in somewheres. Okay, so we need belly bands. We need pockets. We really don't have that. Well, we have these pockets. We have that envelope. We have that pocket. We have that pocket. Okay, so maybe we have more pockets than I think we have. And this pocket. We need tuck spots. Right? We could put in some tuck spots. That's pretty too. All right. I'm going to think about this a little bit. I'm going to go lay down to rest my back. Hopefully, hopefully in real time, it won't be that long before I'm back again. Okay. I'm back, and in real life, it is not a few hours later. It's a couple days later. But here I sit. I was thinking that with this, because this is heavier than regular paper, not quite sure the weight of this. I was thinking, remember I said belly bands, and so I have these 2 scraps here, so we can belly band with this and then maybe decorate with like those tickets that I cut out or something. Of course, it makes sense to belly band with the envelopes are, or those pockets are, but I'm thinking, well, that looks good. It's kind of a wide belly band. I can cut it down or not. Why don't we go with this? Let's see if this is going to work. Nope. That's perfectly okay. There we go. So, yes, I don't remember what we talked about just a few minutes earlier. I guess when I edit the video, I will. I still got an issue here. I'll find out what we talked about. Let me see if I can get some of that out. It is still Mother's Day weekend. This is Saturday evening now at about 6 o'clock. And my daughter and my grandson were over earlier for a little while. It was very nice to see them. My grandson had picked out a beautiful hydrangea, and then he and I transplanted it into a planter that was my mother's. And yeah, I'll insert a picture right now. Anyway, ignore the deck there. The deck needs a lot of work this year. So, all right, so there's that. It's very bumpy. I got all the bumpiness. We already have a writing board made. All right, let's see what we have here as far as, where did I put those? I think I put them in the back. Well, they're the bows. They must be back. Here they are. So here are the tickets. Let's see what we have here. Just pull them all out for the moment. Well, here's a blue one. What do you think? Maybe not. Maybe if we go with the that. And then we could put the butterfly on top of that. Let's see. And here's the butterflies. Right? Now I could actually, I can make that a tiny skinny one. Maybe what am I gonna do for the black, I guess, right? There we go. Did I just get purple on my finger? Maybe, possibly. So just throw some black there. Whoops. And I should probably get out my other little bottle of this that doesn't come out in such a big wide mess. And I remember I did say something about glossy accents, which might be nice. So I'm not going to put a bow there because when we're done, I'm probably going to put glossy accents down on that just to give it a little, or maybe just Nouveau Crystal Glaze or something, just to give it a little pop, right? A little shine, a little this, a little that. Yeah. All right, so there's a belly band, and that's in the first signature. Let's flip on back here to the second signature, where we can do a belly band this way, but we have this here little belly band too. Let's not forget. So maybe we don't need so much a belly band. Do some kind of tuck spot. I like that against the green. All right, I feel as if it's going to need something more than this, though. Let's put it right there. And I was thinking the other day, bear with me just a second as I reach over here into my cart next to me that has a lot of books on it, books that just fell. I have this sticker book in here. Let's take a look and see. And we might want to put some double-sided adhesive on the purple too. Let's have a look, see if there's anything here that's popping out to us. I'm not so sure. I mean, these things are interesting. Oops. I like the hands that are pointing. Let's see, I even have it marked. They all point in the same direction. let's see. I have my eyeball over here too. Let's not forget. We do that. My eyeballs. I'm missing an eyeball. I'm probably going to wind up not putting the eyeballs in, but I do like the eyeballs for some reason. They're calling to me. Let's just take a quick flip through here. A lot of snakes. Shoes are interesting. I don't know if those are moths or butterflies, quite honestly. Like, this is quite lovely. I don't know if that's one, looks like one large sticker. Let's take a look and see if it's one large sticker. It's like a magic carpet ride. I think it's one large sticker because I'm not feeling anything on it. So that'll be fun to put somewhere in some journal. Oh, don't think so, thank you. What do I have over here? Maybe I had that marked for something. Some other something I was working in. Ooh, eyeballs. Fish, sea creatures. Well, that's a different kind of balloon. There's an eyeball. Another kind of balloon. The all-seeing eye. Cats. Mushrooms. These are interesting. Okay, let's see what we got. Interesting balloons. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to think on that. I do have a little bit of brick wall still. We can cut it down. What's he pointing to? There's my eyeball. Copper came by to say hello. Oh, so I'm going to trim this right here, I hope. Hi, Copper. What can I do for you? Give you a couple scratches and you'll leave me alone? No, he won't. He won't. So it's been a very warm, muggy day today. I think I'm just going to throw this down. It's been a very, yes, warm, muggy day today, but the weather is supposed to break. It's going to be a lovely week. Come on, come on. Get off me, get off me. Right there. There we go. Close enough, close enough. Oh. Oh, I need to put cornstarch on my shopping list. Okay. Well, all right, so I'm going to put this here for no other reason than because I want to put it here, because of the color probably, and he's got to be pointing at something. Kind of looks like an all-seeing eye. Let's see what we got. Okay, don't ask me what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'm just going for it. This is what I'm doing. So yesterday morning, lovely Bella eloped. I fell asleep at about 1 o'clock Friday morning, right? And she woke me up at 5 o'clock. So mind you, I'm 4 hours sleep, medicated 4 hours of sleep, okay? Because I take my medicine at night and stuff. And so I dragged my butt out of bed, put on my robe and my slippers. Thankfully, I had on pajamas. Went downstairs. This time was about 5:30, and I could barely open my eyes. I couldn't open my eyes, and I opened the back door to let her out. She goes out, and I notice that the gate is open. Friday is trash day, and my brother forgot to close the gate, and she takes off. All I can say is, thankfully, I was dressed appropriately enough at 5:30 in the morning to go chasing her. I certainly woke up at that point, grabbed her leash, went running up the hill, because she went up the hill a couple houses, and my panic is that Bella doesn't get along well with other dogs, because when we moved in, our neighbors are a couple doors down had 3 pit bulls, and he didn't have a fenced-in yard, and his pit bulls were attacking our dog, who's also a pit bull, through the fence, and Bella got out a couple of times, and blood ensued. So, and ever since then, she doesn't get along well with others. So I was terrified that she was going to hurt somebody or a dog or something. I don't think she really hurt a person because she loves people, but dogs is another story. So she went down a few houses. I caught her crossing the street, and I called to her, and she was coming to me. But then a couple houses down on the other side of the street, their back gate was open, and she took off into their backyard. And I'm just praying that there's nobody in the backyard. Luckily, I was able to follow her in, close the gate behind me, and get her on the leash and get her home. But boy, was my heart pumping after that. That was yesterday morning. And then I had this 60-pound pit bull pulling on my right shoulder, so I was not in a good way yesterday. But I want to say I'm doing better simply because I've been out of bed most of the afternoon because, my daughter and grandson were here. Of course, it could be because my daughter and grandson were here, and it could be psychosomatic at this point too, although my back is very, very sore, but it is getting better. I have this cream that they prescribed for me for my ankle. I'm just going to trim this because it's fraying a little bit. And so it suddenly occurred to me to start putting this stuff on my back, that it might help my back. So I've put it on, I think, twice already today. And either my back is improving or this cream is just really helping, because although my back is sore, it is not, I'm doing okay, And my daughter and grandson, they were here for a couple of hours, and I was able to sit at the kitchen table and have a nice visit, mainly with her. He was downstairs in the basement where it's cooler because it's very humid today. And he was down there with the dog, which is which is perfectly fine. But my daughter said that my grandson is the one who picked out the hydrangea for me, and it's really pretty. I showed you the picture in one of my mother's old planters. So, and the reason why I put it in the planter, I hope it survives, is because we're going to be moving, after the first of the year. That's the plan anyway. So I don't want to put it in the ground and then have to dig it up, right? So it's in the planter, and hopefully, what does we have going on here? There we go. I wonder if I have any more of this. Maybe, maybe not. So yeah, so that's caught you all up to date. Oh, and I was telling my daughter, I have a mannequin dress form that I got at what is that store? Hobby Lobby. It's really just an accent decorative piece. Well, not that it's actually anybody's measurements. Although I think you might remember that I've talked in the past about how I made a wedding dress for a friend of mine. Oh gosh, over 25 years ago. She's since died from colon cancer, and her husband gave me back the dress. So I've had the dress all these years, and I want to put it on that dress form just because I just want to put it on the dress form. And then once I get it on there, I'll show you. So I took it out of the garment bag today, and my daughter and I were talking about it, and we looked at it, and she wore it on her wedding. It was a very Irish wedding with lots of Irish dancing and lots of sweating, and the dress needs to be washed. So hopefully it'll survive the washing machine. I'm sure it will. I made the thing. I know how it's made, so it should survive no problem. And then I will be able to get it up on that dress form and hopefully show you guys. That's the plan, Stan. All right, well, considering this little video, I've been at it, 20 minutes now, plus I want to add it to the other one. So we got a couple belly bands in, and we're doing something over here that I'm not quite sure I know what we're doing yet, but we've got it started. Of course, I did not ink those edges or anything. And it's pointing to something, so it's got to be something that it's pointing to. Maybe I should have layered up the eyeball underneath it. Or maybe I could take the little eyeball. Well, no, this is a bigger eyeball than that was. I'm telling you, I just like the eyeball. For some reason, when we could do it this way, so it's looking down. No, it's an eyeball. I don't know. I'll figure that one out. Trust me, maybe I'll make it into a pocket, right? Look at this one. I could work on cutting this out better, and we can make it into a pocket. I can actually cut it down. Hold on. Go with me here for a second. I can cut it down, right? Because we never see the whole of a person's eye. And I can decorate it with lashes or something. Well, no. Then I'd have to put an eyelid on it, and I don't know how to do that. What do you think? If I cut it down a little bit here and a little bit here, right? The eyeball. I know a lot of people might think, ew, that's just, ew. I don't know. That's where my mind is going right now, my friends. So, please, opinions sought here on this one. I might wind up keeping this journal for myself. Not quite sure. In which case I can do whatever. I mean, I would do whatever I want to it anyway. Seriously, right? I mean, this is me we're talking about. Where is that? Here it is. So, let's see what we can do about flattening this out a little bit. I'm going to use the glossy accents simply because I like the glaze better with the glossy accents than I do with the other stuff. Of course, the other stuff dries a lot quicker than this does. So, all right, I'm going to get it started over here, hopefully. Get it started. Now I might need to poke a hole in it. I need to poke a hole in this. I see air bubbles in it too. Oh. I might have, do I have glossy accents in another one? Here's glossy accents. Let me try that one. I don't know if this one's going to work or not. Let's try this one. And one of these little needle nose things. Let's see. Yeah, and it's awfully warm up here because my large, this pin is too thick. My large oscillating fan that I've had for years and years in my bedroom, the motor finally gave out on it. So the little fan that I normally have in here is now in my bedroom next to my bed because I need a fan on. And tomorrow the weather will be much nicer. As I said, the weather is clearing up. I'm looking for, I wonder if, whoops, hello. I don't know. I think this is even thicker than it is. It's even thicker than the needle. The pin, I mean. I'd prefer to use a pin as opposed to a needle. Let me try a needle. This isn't, yeah, no, that's not going in either. All right, I might be stuck with the larger bottle of glossy accents. Hold on, let me try it. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight with that to unscrew it. Okay. Let's go back to the original glossy accents. Okay. Now, if I was smart, I would have drawn I'm sweating. I am sweating. This is full of bubbles. Dag nabbit. Hope my head's not in the way. My head is usually in the way, though. Sorry, people. Oh, did I tell you I got my daughter and son-in-law a green stalk for Mother's Day? I think I did tell you that, Mother's Day and his birthday. And she and I were talking about it today. It hasn't arrived yet. And she says she keeps on forgetting to tell Lewis about it. She goes, I keep on forgetting to show him. I'm like, oh, well. And she doesn't. She goes, I don't know what I want to grow in it. I said, well, you can grow anything you want in it. People grow potatoes in it even. You know, try potatoes. My son-in-law is, she says, he doesn't eat anything green. The only vegetable, he is your, I want to say your basic meat and potatoes guy. He will only, whatever it is, like we're grazers. If it's a holiday, we have lots of noshes, hors d'oeuvres, that kind of thing. That's how we like to eat. He will fill up his plate, and then that's it. He doesn't go back for seconds, so he fills up his plate. And she says the only vegetables he eats are potatoes and corn. I'm like, those are starches, you know, that and meat, protein. That's all he eats. So like whenever she buys like a bag of salad, it goes bad in the refrigerator because she can't find it. She forgets it there. Stuff. I said, well, you can plant, you know, salad greens, and then you just cut them when you want to have a salad and go out and get your greens from your green stalk, you know. Plant it with flowers if you want. Plant strawberries. Plant whatever you want to plant. So yeah, I think this will work. Let's see. Okay. See, it's very narrow. Maybe an inch. Maybe you can get an inch. Maybe not even an inch through there. But that's okay. Oh, and what we can do, because that is wet. Where's the book? We could just put our little bow straight on top of that, and it'll glue it down inside the glossy accents. So I'm over here flipping in the book. I don't want to pull it too close because I don't want to upset the glossy accents. Here we go. Here's a bow. Here's a bow. Let's see. We could do this color bow. Let's do that color bow. There we go. Boom. Yeah. So I need to, this ephemera holder thing, I need to make another one, maybe. I was going to say a better one, but maybe one that's not so soft-sided like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, let me, And I think that's, just press down, make sure it's, okay. It's in there. It's in there. Maybe I should, well, no, I'm not going to fuss with it. I was going to turn the bow a little bit, but that's good. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me. Here I am still fussing. What signature is that stuff in? Is it in this signature? No, it's in the other signature. So I can put a pocket over here, right? Bring over the colors. We can do that. We could put this kind of pocket over here. Let me pull out another piece of that. Wait a second. Here's the other scrap. Oh, and it's just basically gray sky. We could do a pocket there. It'll be about half the width of this, because this is, what is this? Oh, this is 3 and, oh, so it's only about 1 inch down, because I like my pockets. So it'll be about that. Be about there where my fingers are. Don't know if you can see that. And again, because it's more of a narrow pocket, or because this is the piece, we can cut this into different pieces and make it a corner tuck, right? We can get 2 pockets out of it, or we can probably get 2 corner tucks out of it. Or maybe even more, you know, cut it like, yeah. Because it's not, I don't think it's wide enough for a pocket unless I put it over to the side and then have something else here, right? We can do that, like something growing out of it. I don't know. We'll have to think about that, but that needs to dry. So, thank you so much. I really appreciate you spending your time with me and listening to all my ramblings. So, yeah, spread the word. You know, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. The channel is growing slowly but surely, and I really do appreciate that. And remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. So, hey, we all like free stuff. All right, well, this is Karynjean. Take your imagination out for a wild ride, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.